Let God breathe. June 18, 2016. All of nature understands the balance between giving and receiving. The heart pumps in and out. You breathe in and out. The waves roll up and back upon the shore. The trees receive sun, water, and soil, then give their fruits. The entire universe is designed to allow the breath of God, the love of the divine, to flow freely through it in endless cycles of giving and receiving. Humanity struggles with the balance there, because it is human nature to overthink things, rather than allowing yourselves to simply act in a guided and natural manner. If you were able to listen to your hearts, you would give when guided, and receive when it resonates. Neither would be valued more than another, because both would be seen as simply a dance and movement of love. So why are you afraid to give at times, dear ones? Sometimes you are not motivated to do so, or inspired. Sometimes you do not have the resources. In these cases, don't give. It is not holy to give out of a sense of duty, out of pity, out of a fear that if you don't, no one else will. The Creator cares about all souls, and if you are not motivated to give, you can trust someone else will be. However, there are times when you want to give and you do not. You fear that you will be misunderstood. You fear that the other may not be worthy of the gift. You fear you will be used. Dear ones, if you give when guided, the giving itself is a joy and a blessing to you too. Relax, release it. When it is a joy to give, do so for the shared joy of giving, with no strings attached. You are keeping love moving through the universe and through your own life. More of you are afraid to receive. There are times when it truly does not feel right to receive. You don't need or can't use the gift offered. Receive the love with appreciation and define the thing or service. Sometimes you sense unspoken agreements or strings attached. By all means, in these cases, feel free to decline the gift. But sometimes there are times when people offer to give you something you want, need, or could use, and yet you are afraid to receive. Most often you are afraid they will want more of you later. In that case, make up your mind that receiving with a gracious heart is all you owe, and ask if there are any expectations in return. Some of you are afraid it is weak to receive. You fear it will put you at the mercy of others upon whom you cannot depend. That is like being hungry and saying to someone, "No, I cannot accept your meal now because you may not feed me tomorrow." It makes no sense. Receive now and trust the Creator will provide later. Some of you are simply taught that it is greedy to receive, but we contend that greedy taking and receiving are two different things. Receiving blesses the giver with graciousness and gratitude. Taking comes from an insecure sense of entitlement. Receive by all means, and allow others the joy of blessing you. Keep the love moving throughout the universe, dear ones, by giving and receiving as guided. Don't allow fear to stop you from either, when you are authentically motivated. Then, enjoy the beautiful feelings of love flowing through your life and your heart. You have just allowed God to breathe. The Angels. Channeled by Ann Albers. www.visionsofheaven.com